What up, everybody? It's Peace. Welcome to another video. Today we've got Brian Baldwin here. What did you do today, Brian?
I helped my team do good in an event. We took third out of 3v3 out of 22 teams.
Heck yeah, that's an amazing accomplishment. Good job, man. All right, so what'd you play?
I played Virtual World today.
Oh, man, let me see that spicy deck profile.
You're not going to see a whole lot of spice. I'll show you the deck.
All right.
All right, so all you know, there's 3 Lulu, 3 Roshi, 3 Gigi, 3
Has the
Horse.
list changed at all, the main deck, since we last saw you?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, yes, perfect.
Not a whole lot, but it changed a little bit. Okay. So this is the suite literally every Virtual World deck plays. If you're not playing exactly this with maybe 1 or 2 extra cards, like, you're probably not playing the deck, right?
Yeah.
Not much to talk about here. So we're going to go ahead and, we're going to put that over here. This is different. I played the Speed Ride package.
Oh.
This was pretty nice today. Like, if you draw Terra Top and you can just special summon it onto the field and you get the Tonki Tom work, you can just put up a Monster Negate on your 3rd summon instead of having to make Zolkin, like, so quickly. So you can try and, like, draw some cards anyway to Zolkin instead of just saying, oh god, I really don't want to get nibbed here. This one in particular came up, like, twice. And I think I lost both games. But it's very good. I'd recommend playing it.
All right.
3 Ash. My teammate Jake said in his video that he didn't think Ash was all that great this format. I'm starting to agree with him, but I kept in Ash just because I figure it answers a lot of cards. And if Ash is being played less, I feel like most people are actually going to try and play around it. And again, she also negates like 90% of cards in the game, so you always got to keep an eye out for her.
Including your own cards.
Yes, exactly. You can ask your own cards. You can ask my buddy Tony Coconuts about that one. Onto the spells. 3 City, that's standard. 3 Qinglong. 3 Desires. I see some people playing Prosperity. I think Desires is just outright better because you need every single card you can get. Because this deck negs like nothing else during its combo. It's also part of the reason we play 3 Talents in the main. Like, Talents is insane, of course, but being able to take your opponent's monsters. I stole my Trap Brigade player, my Trap Brigade opponent's Appaloosa, and I just OTK'd him through it.
Oh,
he
yeah.
Revolted my first card because I had the Qinglong to threaten the Appaloosa.
Exactly.
He's like, I'm going to banish that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take your Appaloosa, and then I'm going to kill you.
That is amazing.
2 Emergency Teleport. This card's fucking crazy. You draw this, it means your opponent can't just destroy your normal summon right away. They have to kind of be a little more careful about how they deal with your plays. And the one called by... I'm a little 50-50 on this. I feel like I'd rather play something like Upstart that actually gets me into another card. Sometimes Call By is nice, sometimes it doesn't do anything, but I feel like it's good enough to play. So that's it for the spell cards. So the traps, same suite as last time. 2 Chuchi, the 1 Chanwu, and the 3 Imperms. Imperm was it's good hand trap, but it was also more of a meta call because I wanted to have more target negation for decks like Sword Soul or Tri Brigade specifically.
Yes.
So that's it for the main deck. We're going to move on to the side. 3 Lancia. Tri Brigade is everywhere. PK was pretty rampant at our locals, so I wanted to have something to answer those. Virtual World is also like a popular deck, but I'm pretty sure I was the only person on it.
In the entire 66-person 3v3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's also true for the last 3v3 we went to, so that's pretty funny.
And there were Shark players at this 3v3. So,
you were about to lose to one.
No.
3 Droll. I expected to play like a lot of Lyreless Tri Brigade. Like, I've been hearing that deck was pretty popular. This beats Dogman I could invoked, but this didn't come up once. I never saw it. I still play it though.
It beats dragons too. My opponent tried to do that to me, and then I gammed them.
Yeah, don't take this guy's word. So that's it for the monsters. 3 Dark Ruler, no more, just to answer stupid boards that nothing else can. 3 Chalice, another instance of just wanting to have some more target negation. In the future, I'll probably play Effect Veiler instead because the one time I drew these chalices, I got even lead for 6, but that's a different story.
That's fucking hurts.
Yeah, or maybe even Ghost Mourner because you can activate that on both players' turns.
Yes, but Mourner is also dependent on whether or not you can target the monster, and like I just think Veiler is outright better. Like if you're wanting someone's a Sword Soul monster and you try to Mourner that, you just can't. Whereas you can Veiler their normal summon, and maybe they won't have something, but.
Yeah.
Given our luck, they'll always have the extender.
Oh, they always do. Sword Soul's insane.
2 Anti-Spell and the 1 Imperial Order.
Yes! Stop those spells.
Yeah, basically these just exist to auto-win me the game when I draw them. The one time I drew the order, I still lost. So I don't know if that was quite the theory. I don't know if my theory was quite correct, but I still think these are good enough to at least consider.
It's a secret rare. You're solid.
All right, then we're going to get onto the extra deck real quick. Muddy Mud Dragon exists to make Invoke Kaliga. In the future, I might actually cut the Kaliga package because I want to have more options for my extra deck. But this is still absolutely, like, you can always just play these and you'll probably win if you resolve it. Or you'll get Dark Lord like me. Chargeware, Coral Dragon. These are standard. You want to draw cards during your laddering. Juju. This is low-key one of the best cards in the extra deck. It's a virtual wall monster, which already makes it good. But if you can, like, keep the monsters you need in the graveyard, this thing is fucking impossible to deal with. And it's also just a way to keep your Chuchi online while also outing your opponent's cards. Like, this card's really fucking good. I cut this. I don't think I played this at the last 3v3. Looking back, I definitely would have.
Okay.
Crystal Wing. I'm just going to put the Zolkin with it. Yeah. Zolkin is literally just here to summon Crystal Wing. It's pretty good for just playing around Nib, and it's just...
It forces a response from your opponent. Like, Crystal Wing's so strong.
It really is. Vermilion Dragon Mech. This card's more for when you go first and have to make an awkward play to get to Lulu. But it's also really good when you're trying to kill your opponent on the crackback, because you can like just banish a dead Roshi or something and pop an opponent's card. And if they have a stop for this they destroy it, you just add back whatever you banish.
Exactly. Even though Calamity's banned, it's still a really good utility.
Absolutely. Speaking of Calamities, here's the Shen Shen.
Oh god, this thing.
This card wasn't so great today, but it's still like the best card in the extra deck. Like, if you can keep this motherfucker in rotation, like, your opponent has to dedicate so many resources to just trying to out this thing the first time. Like, if you can crack the board and then summon this, like, they're probably not going to beat it the second time.
Yeah.
One Bamboozling Gossip Channel. I talked about this when I mentioned the Speedroid engine. He's pretty good. If you really don't want to fucking play in the Nib, but you also don't have the materials for Zolkin or you don't have a card to set, you can always just make this instead. It's a little sus because it makes the opponent draw a card, but, like, I think it's better to make your opponent draw a card than to just get nibbed and pass.
Oh, so it can get ashed. Wow.
Yeah. Funny enough, apparently you cannot activate this if your opponent resolves Past Prosperity. And I found that out when that interaction was used against me, against my opponent Adrian.
What are the chances?
Pretty fucking high, honestly. One Break Sword. This came up once and it immediately got Fog Blade when I tried to like get into it with it to make Zeus. But I think this is pretty good utility. I'd play this. Fan. This card's pretty good. It rarely comes up because most times if your opponent can't enter your board, they'll just scoop. But like my Tri-Brigade opponent had like Omen on the field, and I didn't have an easy out to it, so I just overlaid into this. I banished that and another Tri-Brigade from his graveyard, and then I just fucking killed him. M7, second best monster in the extra deck.
Really?
Because you can just overlay into you can dump any monster off your like virtual effects, and you can just retrieve them with M7 from follow-up or just to try and put more bodies on the field. And then I play the Gaia Dragon, so I can like put this on top of either one of these. It's just an extra material for Zeus. The Piercing comes up every now and then.
Yeah.
Speaking of Zeus, here he is. Just fantastic card in general.
In all his glory.
I would play Downer for my rank 3s if I had the space, but the extra deck in this deck is actually really tight.
Yeah.
And then finally, Invoke Kaliga. It came up exactly once, and I was going to win that game anyway.
Kaliga Crystal Wing Chuche is one of the craziest boards I've ever seen.
Yes, but it also gets obliterated by Dark Ruler, especially evenly matched.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm probably going to end up cutting this at some point. Like, I want to experiment and try other things, like the Hot Red Dragon.
Yeah.
But that's about it for the deck list. Shout out to Team Bad Cards. You guys killed it today.
Woo! Team Bad Cards.
And I'll see you in the next one.
All right, thanks, Brian. Congratulations.